where distance of x, y is the distance or dissimilarity between points or data objects x and y. A distance that satisfies these properties is a metric. So, kung lahat ng properties na ito ay masatisfy, matatawag itong metric. Halimbawa na lang is yung sa Euclidean distance na kung saan yung sa unang properties ng positivity ay distance of x, y. Based sa distance matrix na kuha natin is distance of P1 at P2 is equal to 2.828. So, distance of x, y is equal to 2.828 at ito ay greater than 0. Nasatisfy nito yung unang kondisyon ng positivity. Sunod is symmetry, kung saan distance of x, y is equal to distance of y, x. So, sa P1 at P2. So, based dun sa distance matrix, ang distance ng P1 to P2 is 2.828. At ang distance naman ng P2 to P1 is 2.828 din. So, based naman dun sa condition ng symmetry is na-satisfy ito ng Euclidean distance. So, sunod naman ay yung triangle inequality. Sa condition ito, distance of x, y is less than or equal to distance of x, y plus distance of y, z. At kung base na lang sa distance matrix, isabihin na natin ang x is P1, y is P2, at ang z ay P3. So, distance ng P1 to P3 is 3.162 less than or equal ng distance ng P1 to P2 plus P2 to P3, which is P1 to P2 ay 2.828 at P2 to P3 is 1.414. So, 2.828 plus 1.414 is 42.42. So, 3.162 is less than 4.242. At nasatisfy ulit ito gamit ang Euclidean distance. Therefore, Euclidean distance is a metric.
Similarity properties. Similarities also have some well-known properties. So number 1, S of x, y equals 1 or maximum similarity only if x equal to y. So 0 less than equal to s less than equal to 1. So meaning kapag na-consider yung 2 points, then ang similarity measure is equal to 1 because all the properties will be matching. So next is number 2. S of x, y equals sa s of y, x for all x and y. So it is a symmetry where s of x, y is the similarity between points which is data objects x and y. So symmetry, which means that the distance between 2 points are the same.
Similarity between binary vectors. It is a common situation that two objects, which is the P and Q, have only binary attributes. For example, a set of products that are both or not. We need to compute similarities using the following quantities. It depends to the counts, where F01 represents the number of attributes where P was 0 and Q was 1, and F10 is representing the number of attributes where P was 1 and Q was 0. F00 represents the number of attributes where P was 0 and Q was 0. And F11 is representing the number of attributes where P was 1 and Q was 1.
Simple matching and Jacquard coefficients. Simple matching coefficient SMC is measuring a similarity in a symmetric setting both 0 and 1 matches. SMC equal number of matches over number of attributes. So the formula is M11 plus M00 over M01 plus M10 plus M11 plus M00. So next is Jacquard measures an asymmetric setting. Only consider matching of ones, ignoring the zeros also in the denominator. J equal number of 1-1 matches over number of non-zero attributes. So the formula is M11 over M01 plus M10 plus M11. Example of SMC versus Jacquard. So meron po tayo ditong P and Q. So ang value po ng P is 1000, 000, 000, 000. And the value po ng Q is 000, 000, 1,001. First, we need to look every single number of P and Q. So the first number of P is 1 and the first number of Q is 0. Next is the second number of P is 0 and the second number of Q is 0. Then tuloy-tuloy na po hanggang sa matapos natin habang ginagamit at binibilang natin ang M01, M10, M00, M11. As you can see, every M have a number 01, 10, 00, 11. So bakit nga ba M01? So M01, the number of attributes were P was 0 and Q was 1. In M10, the number of attributes were P was 1 and Q was 0. In M00, the number of attributes were P was 0 and Q was 0. In M11, the number of attributes were P was 1 and Q was 1. So here, we see that we get the value 2, 1, 7, 0. So in M11, we get a 0 attributes because P and Q, there is no P was 1 and Q was 1. So here is the formula. SMC equal to M11 plus M00 over M01 plus M10 plus M11 plus M00. So we get a value. So 0 plus 7 over 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 7 equal to 0.7. Next is in J, in Jacquard. The formula is M11 over M01 plus M10 plus M11. So here we get also the value. So 0 over 2 plus 1 plus 0 is equal to 0. Here another example. SMC counts both presences and absences equally, used for objects with symmetric binary attributes. Can be used to find students who answered similarly in a test, true or false questions. Then JC is used to handle objects with asymmetric binary attributes. Example in ATDB. Number of products not purchased is far more than purchased. SMC would say all transactions are very similar. Use JC.
Cosine similarity. In this, when you have a set of quantified attributes for each instance, and it is also known as an alternative to Minkowski distances. If D1 and D2 are two document vectors, then cosine D1 and D2 is equals to D1 times D2, where D1 and D2 where the point indicates vector dot product and D is the length of vector D.
Cosine similarity example. Here is an example of solving similarity using the cosine similarity formula. D sub 1 and D sub 2. The value of D sub 1 is 3205000200 and D sub 2 is 100000102. And using the formula, unang ginagawa dito ay ipag-add lahat ng mga pinag-times na value ng D sub 1 at D sub 2 at nag-equal ito sa 5. Sunod naman is norm of vector D sub 1 na kung saan ipag-add naman yung mga value ng D sub 1 na pinag-times sa sarili at in-square root. Dahil lang raised to 1/2 is same lang square root. Ngayon, nakuha na natin is 42 raised to 1/2. Once na in-square root natin yung 42 ay ang magiging result is 6.481. Ngayon, sa norm of vector, D sub 2 naman is same lang din ng process. So, nakakuha tayo ng value na 2.449. At kung babalikan natin yung formula is yung nakuha nating value ng norm of vector D sub 1 at D sub 2 ay pagta-times at i-divide sa value ng D sub 1 times D sub 2. At ngayon, makukuha natin ang cosine of D sub 1, D sub 2 is equal to 0.314. 150. Ngayon, kung nakuha ang cosine is equal to 0, ibig sabihin both are dissimilar, at kung equal to 1 naman, ibig sabihin both are similar. At based on nakuha nating sample is 0.3150, ibig sabihin they are both dissimilar. Next naman ay extended Jacquard coefficient o tinatawag na Tanimoto. Extended Jacquard coefficient, Tanimoto. Variation of Jacquard for continuous or count attributes. Reduce the Jacquard for binary attributes. Ito naman ay variation ng Jacquard na tinatawag na extended Jacquard. Parehas lang ito sa mga unang formula na kung saan mako-compute yung similarities kapag binary attributes lang meron ng isang object. So, ang formula is extended Jacquard of x, y is equal to x times y over x times y over square of norm of a vector x plus square of norm of a vector y minus x times y. Same lang ng process ito kung paano ginawa yung cosine similarity.
Correlation. Correlation measures the linear relationship between objects, -1 to +1. Pearson's correlation between x and y. So here is the image of correlation.
Now let's proceed for Pearson's correlation. We can say that if a correlation between two variables, which is x and y, is -1, they are negatively correlated. If one increases, the other decreases, and vice versa. If correlation between two variables, which is x and y, is +1, they are positively correlated. Either both increases or both decreases. In this situation, we can say that whenever one part will move or increase, the other part will also affected, which is happening to the x and y.
General approach for combining similarities. Sometimes attributes are of many different types, but an overall similarity is needed. For the kth attribute, compute a similarity S sub k in the range of 0 to 1. Second, define an indicator variable delta k for the kth attribute as follows. So 0 if the kth attribute is a binary, asymmetric attribute, and both objects have a value of 0, or if one of the objects has a missing value for the kth attribute. So the delta k is equal to 0. So otherwise, delta k is equal to 1. Third, compute the overall similarity between the two objects using the following formula. So, similarity of P, Q is equal to summation of k equals to 1 to n delta k times sk over summation of k is equal to 1 to n delta k. Ito naman yung pagkukompute ng overall similarity ng dalawang objects dahil nga na minsan isang attribute ay may iba't ibang type. Ngayon, kailangan natin ng overall similarity. Ito yung formula na pwedeng gamitin para makuha ang overall similarity ng dalawang object.
Using weights to combine similarities. May not want to treat all attributes the same. Use weights wk which are between 0 and 1 and sum to 1. These are the formula. In similarity, the formula is similarity of P, Q equal to summation of k equal to 1 to n wk delta k sk over summation of k equal to 1 to n delta k. Then in distance, the formula is distance of P, Q equal to open parenthesis summation of k equal to 1 to n wk absolute value of P k minus qk, then power r close parenthesis power 1 over r.